Let me show you a couple of different tricks that I can share with you in relationship to the very end of your binding when you're getting ready to make that connection. It can be a challenge, and let me see if I can help you figure it out. One of the things I want to tell you is get the quilt out of the way. I folded the quilt right in half in relationship to where I'm going to be attaching my binding, and I'm going to get as much of it out of the way as I can. That is going to give me a lot of slack to be able to do the attaching of the binding right here. Otherwise, you're trying to fight the quilt and the binding at the same time. No, no, no. Let's make it a little bit easier on yourself. I have used the binding strip itself. I know the binding strip is 2 1/2 inches, and that's how much of an overlap I need. So I am literally using that binding strip to measure how much further down I need to be able to create the overlap of the binding. I have done that and created my extra binding here that I'm going to be attaching. How am I going to attach it? This is tricky for people. They have issues with it. I'm happy to help. I'm going to lay my top strip down, the one that's coming from the top. I'm going to lay it face up, right sides up. The part that's coming from the bottom section, I'm going to lay it right sides together with the top, with the back side facing me, the underside facing me. I've already drawn this line for simplicity, and I'm going to overlap these in the diagonal, just like you would when you're preparing to attach your binding strips. Always do them at the diagonal to disperse the bulk. And I don't always need to worry about pinning, but I'm going to do it in this case just to kind of show you and put that up there. Let me see if I can get it. And then I'm just going to stitch that section right along here. No reason to back tack. It's going to be held nice and tight, and that's going to reduce bulk. And so I'm going to take it across here. I have my little stitching bunny right here that I'm going to put on with it. Normally I have 2. Where'd that other little guy go? He's off wandering around. Get that guy out of the way. Now, before you clip this, the big thing is you want to make sure of 2 things. 1, did you stitch it the correct direction? And 2, does it fit? You want to be dealing with that before you clip this little triangle out of there. And you can see both of those turned out just great. Yes, it is the correct way, and it fits in there perfectly. So at this point, I can clip this piece. I'm going to end up finger pressing this, and it's going to turn out amazing. I will finger press that open before stitching it down, but you can see how that is finished off the edge of the quilt beautifully for the binding. I have a passion for beautiful binding. Send your quilt over here to Brenda's Quilting Studio. Not only can I stitch it for you, but I can trim it for you, and I can do the binding, and it's going to look amazing, just like this one will. I'm going to finish this up and do the front side, and I'll get back with you in a bit. Remember to follow the arrow down below to other videos of this same quilt getting stitched out.